everybody, welcome back again to the Non-Stop Weekly News for the quick revision of all the news that revolve around this week. So without wasting even a single second, let's begin. India attends seven-nation meeting initiated by USA. It includes Australia, India, Brazil, Japan, Israel and Republic of Korea. India is to hold the chair of World Health Organization after Japan completes its tenure. India will continue to hold the chair for the next 3 years. This comes during the time when there are worldwide criticism faced by WHO. According to a report, Updated Assessment of the Potential Economic Impact of COVID-19, released by Asian Development Bank, global economy is expected to lose $5.8 trillion to $8.8 trillion, which will be 6.4% to 9.7% of global gross domestic product due to the outbreak of novel coronavirus. With that, let's see something more about Asian Development Bank, that is ADB. Headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. Membership is by 68 countries and President is Matasugu Asagawa. The Jammu and Kashmir administration approved the appointment of Senior Vice President of HDFC Bank, Zubair Iqbal, as the new Managing Director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank for a period of 3 years. The book, titled as Wuhan Diary, Dispatches from a Quarantine City, authored by Chinese literary writer Fang Fang, is a compilation of online diary entries and social media posts that document 60 days of lockdown during COVID-19. The book was released in India in an ebook format. The National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD, has sanctioned rupees 1,500 crores for Punjab to ensure continuous credit flow to farmers through a state cooperative bank amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's see something more about NABARD. Headquarters is in Mumbai and chairman is Harsh Kumar Banwala. With that, let's see something more about Punjab. Capital is Chandigarh, CM is Captain Amrinder Singh and Governor is VP Singh Badnoor. TVS Group IITM developed automated respiratory assist device named as Sundaram Ventago. With that news, let's see something more about TVS Group. Headquarters is in Chennai. Chairman and Managing Director is Venu Srinivasan. The West Bengal government launched Mati Smriti scheme to utilize 50,000 acres of barren land in 6 districts for income-generating activities. NIT implemented the Samarth scheme. It was developed by the Department of Higher Education operating under Ministry of Human Resources and Development developed Samarth, an e-governance platform. The platform was developed under National Mission of Education in Information and Communication Technology scheme. Let's see something more about National Institute of Kurukshetra. The institute is currently participating under the World Bank scheme called Technical Education Quality Improvement Program. The United Nations recently released the World Economic Situation and Prospects Report 2020. According to the report, the world economy is to shrink by 3.2% in 2020. The GDP growth in developed countries will decline to minus 0.5% in 2020. Let's see what will be the situation of our country, that is India, according to the report. The report says that the growth rate of India in 2018 was 6.8% and in 2019 it was 4.1%. But it will reduce to 1.2% in 2020. Now let's see what the report says about the world. The global economy is to gradually recover by 2021. The world economy will lose around 8.5 trillion US dollar due to COVID-19. Around 34.3 million people are to enter below poverty lines by 2020. India's first automated COVID-19 testing machine, Cobas 6800, has been launched. Union Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan dedicated the Cobas 6800 RT-PCR machine to the nation. The machine will provide high-volume tests. It is capable of providing test results of 1200 samples in just 24 hours. Let's see something more about National Center for Disease Control, that is NCDC. Headquarters is in New Delhi and director is Sujit Kumar Singh. Delhi Police launched India's first thermal corona combat headgear to ensure the safety of frontline warriors and enforce social distancing. The initiative has been launched by Delhi Police in collaboration with Indian Robotics Solution. MoneyGram Payment System, a subsidiary of MoneyGram International, tied up with the Federal Bank of India to provide the customers a cost-effective way to receive deposits directly in their bank accounts in India. Let's see something more about Federal Bank. Chairperson is Grace Elizabeth Koshi. MD and CEO is Shyam Srinivasan. Headquarters is in Aluva, Kerala. International Day of Families 2020 is being celebrated on May 15. National Endangered Species Day is being celebrated on May 15. Now focusing on the rest of the news. The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana was launched in May 2016. The scheme has successfully completed 4 years of its implementation. The Chhattisgarh state government is to launch the Rajiv Gandhi Kisan Nyay Yojana. Jharkhand Education Department with Doordarshan start online classes from classes 1 to 12 for school children. Let's see something more about Jharkhand. Its capital is Ranchi. Chief Minister is Hemant Soren and Governor is Draupadi Murmu. China has won the first edition of FIDE-Chess.com online Nations Cup 2020 chess tournament took place from 5 to 10 May 2020 through a chess.com platform. A total of 6 teams take part in this competition, which includes Russia, USA, Europe, China, India, and a team representing the rest of the world. India finished 5th in the 6-team event. Let's see something more about FIDE International Chess Federation. Headquarters is in Lausanne, Switzerland. President is Arkady Dvorkovich. With that, let's see something more about China. Its capital is Beijing. President is Xi Jinping and currency is renminbi yuan. World Bank approved $1 million aid to India to accelerate India's COVID-19 Special Protection Response Program. President Ramnath Kovind is to donate 30% of his salary for a year. The Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research has developed injectable sulfabroin-based hydrogel to deliver the sustained insulin to diabetic patients. Defense Testing Infrastructure Scheme has been approved. The researchers from Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, has developed light carbon foam that will replace lead batteries. The carbon foam is easy to fabricate, non-toxic and affordable. The world's first carbon foam manufacturing unit was set up in Gujarat in 2011. International Day of Light is being celebrated on May 16 and National Dengue Day of 2020 is being celebrated on May 16. Now let's move ahead with the rest of the news. National Disaster Management Authority launched the National Migrant Information System. It is a central online repository for the migrant workers. Food and Agriculture Organization released the Global Forest Research Assessment Report 2020. According to the report, around 178 million hectares of forest is lost in the last 30 years. Indian Council for Cultural Relations has unveiled a musical creation, United We Fight, which was written and composed by Joe Alvarez to fight against COVID-19. The Indian Embassy stated that the song is dedicated to the world by the Ministry of External Affairs of India. Let's see something more about ICCR. Headquarters is in New Delhi. President is Vinay Sahasrabudhe and DG is Akhilesh Mishra. Madhya Pradesh CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan relaunched Sambal Yojana for Dalit tribals and poor. The Chief Minister of Uttarakhand Trivendra Singh Rawat launched Hope, that is helping out people everywhere, a portal to create employment opportunities for the youth in their expertise and to provide the skill development opportunities. World Hypertension Day is being celebrated on May 17th. Now, let's move ahead with the further news. A new parasitic fungus was discovered by a Denmark biologist called Troglomyces twitteri. The fungus has been named after Twitter as it was discovered in Twitter. The biologist Sofia Robolera of University of Copenhagen, Denmark, found the species. The United States recently announced that it will donate 200 ventilators to India costing $2.6 million. The announcement is seen as a reciprocal gesture of India slipped on the export ban of the anti-malarial drug hydroxychloroquine. The Bundesliga of Germany becomes the world's first major sports event to resume after COVID-19 lockdown. Let's see something more about Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is the primary football league in Germany. It has the highest stadium attendance worldwide. The game has begun in 1963. India joined 61 other countries in the World Health Organization to identify the source of COVID-19. China and US are not a part of the resolution. The zoonotic sources are animals from which the diseases can transmit to humans. The scientists from New Zealand have discovered the super Earth. It potentially holds the condition to sustain human life. The planet is 111 light years away from the Earth and hence not possible for humans to wreck the planet. In order to help the country fight unemployment generated due to COVID-19 and also certain resurgence of nationalism and patriotism, the Indian Army has launched TOD 2 Tour of Duty to DISA 3-year internship for youth to work as officers as well as soldiers in the Indian Army. The Geneva-based Italian Institute of Technology, that is IIT, has developed I Feel You, an intelligent bracelet which will help users respect social distancing rules. World Telecommunication and Information Society Day is being celebrated on May 17th. International Museum Day 2020 is being celebrated on May 18th. World AIDS Vaccine Day is being celebrated on May 18th. Indian Air Force Chief RKS Bhadouri announced that it will shelve 3 main projects of worth rupees 8,000 crore. This is because the central government is pushing for Make in India. The shelved project includes the plan to buy 20 additional Hawk planes from the United Kingdom, 30 Jaguar fighter planes from the US, and 38 trainers aircraft. Rather than getting these fighter planes abroad, the IF is to support HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Now focusing on the rest of the news, the cyclone Amphan has intensified from as ever cyclonic storm to a super cyclone. This has happened in less than 40 hours. The rapid intensification of Amphan into a super cyclone is mainly because of rapid warming up of Bay of Bengal and Orissa. National Bank of Agriculture and Rural Development released rupees 20,500 crores. The fund will act as a front-loading resources to the cooperative banks and the regional rural development banks, that is RRBs. Let's see something more about NABARD. The headquarters is in Mumbai. Chairman is Harsh Kumar Banwala. The Charan Paduka campaign was launched in Madhya Pradesh for the migrant workers passing through the state. Under the campaign, the migrant workers were provided with shoes and slippers to reduce their pains. The Charan Paduka campaign is being conducted by the police of Madhya Pradesh state. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sworn in for the 5th time. He will now chair the post until 13th of November 2021. Let's see something more about Israel. Its capital is Jerusalem, currency is New Shekel, and president is Reuven Rivlin. General Atlantic buys 1.34% stake in Jio Platforms for rupees 6,598.38 crores. Karnataka Center of Excellence in Cybersecurity launched the first cybersecurity accelerator for startups in India. Gujarat mandates digital payment for home delivery in Ahmedabad. Let's see something more about Gujarat. Its capital is Gandhinagar. CM is Vijay Rupani, Governor is Acharya Devvrat. Now let's move ahead with some more news. The Appointment Committee of the Union Cabinet appointed Govinda Rajulu Chintala as Chairman of National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. He was the successor of Harsh Kumar Banwala. Let's see some other appointments. Saji KV and TVS Surya Kumar has been appointed as Deputy Managing Directors of NABARD. Moeketsi Mazoro sworn in as Lesotho's new PM. Let's see something more about Lesotho's. Its capital is Maseru and its currency is Lesotho Loti. And World Meteorology Day 2020 is being celebrated on May 20th. So that's all with today's news. I hope you like this video. Hence, to be updated with all the latest weekly news, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss the news updates. Thank you.